For anyone who feels tired of seeking, you are closer than you think. If part 1 revealed what I am truly means, this message reveals what happens when you stop trying to live it. Because the final obstacle to truth is not fear, it is effort. The subtle trap after awakening, many people glimpse truth, and then unknowingly lose it. They say, I understand I am. I know I'm awareness. I've had the realization, and then they try to maintain it. But truth does not need maintenance. The moment you try to hold awareness, the mind quietly takes over again. Joel taught that the seeker itself is the last illusion. As long as someone is trying to stay conscious, there is still someone imagining they can lose it. What really falls away awakening is not an addition. It is a subtraction. Not more knowledge, not more practices, not more discipline. It is the falling away of the one who thought they had to manage life. You don't become fearless, the one who feared dissolves. You don't become peaceful, the one who resisted disappears. What remains is not special. It is ordinary, silent, stable. Real life. The woman who lost her awakening, a woman once said, I had it, and then I lost it, but she never lost awareness. She lost the experience of it. She was attached to how awakening felt. Joel reminded students that truth is not an experience, it is the context in which all experiences arise. Awareness never leaves. Only attention shifts. The difference between resting and practicing, most spiritual people are exhausted. Not because awakening is hard, but because they are still doing something. They are watching the mind, correcting thoughts, checking their state. But awareness does not need supervision. Joel taught, let consciousness be consciousness. The deepest practice is non-interference. Real life, the man who stopped watching himself, a man obsessed over staying present. He monitored every reaction, judged every emotion. Peace never came. One day he stopped watching himself, and peace appeared naturally, because presence is not achieved by watching. It is revealed when watching ends. When life does not change but you do, one of the greatest misunderstandings is believing awakening will fix life. Sometimes circumstances change. Sometimes they don't, but your relationship to them dissolves. Joel said the awakened person is not the one without problems, but the one who no longer lives inside them. Life still moves, but it no longer defines you. Real life illness without suffering, a man lived with a chronic condition. The body didn't instantly heal, but fear vanished, and without fear, suffering ended. Joel taught that suffering is not caused by conditions, it is caused by identification. The death of spiritual ambition at a certain point, even the desire to be enlightened must fall, because enlightenment is not a status. The moment you want to be something, you've already left what you are. Truth is not impressive. It does not announce itself. It remains when ambition dies. What remains when the seeker is gone? What remains is not numbness. It is intimacy with life. You feel more, not less, but without resistance. You respond, not react. You act, not strive. Love becomes natural. Service becomes effortless. Not because you try to be good, but because nothing blocks goodness anymore. Real-life relationships without struggle, a woman stopped trying to heal her marriage. She stopped fixing, stopped correcting, she rested. And something softened in her first. The relationship followed. Not through control, through absence of resistance. The most radical truth here is the deepest truth Joel pointed to. You are not here to awaken. Awakening is here to remove what you are not. Nothing needs to be added. Nothing needs to be protected. Truth survives every distraction. Final practice. Nitrogen monoxide technique right now. Do not watch your breath. Do not repeat words. Do not adjust your state. Just notice. Something is aware. That is enough. If part 2 deepened what part 1 began, like this video so others can find it. Subscribe for teachings that point beyond effort into truth. And comment below, "The Seeker is resting. Watch part 1. If you haven't yet, and let life unfold without interference.